everyone, and welcome to my cruise channel. Today I have a question for you. Have you ever wondered what makes the dining room run smoothly on a cruise ship? Apart from all of the fantastic staff, of course. As it turns out, on many ships you can take a tour of the galley. The galley is what they call the kitchen. Depending on the cruise line, these are either paid excursions or included for the cruise line's loyalty members. I've taken this tour many times, most recently on the revolutionized Celebrity Summit. Because you'll be taking a tour in an active kitchen, it would be in your best interest to wear sneakers, since they're often closed-toed and non-slip. Safety is paramount, especially in a kitchen like this. Since the galley will be hot, it's often recommended that you wear light clothing. If you have long hair, you may consider tying it back for your safety and to help keep you cool and comfortable. Spacing, as you can see, is somewhat limited since you'll be visiting during a time when the staff is preparing for the next meal. With this in mind, it's important to be aware of your surroundings. Throughout the tour, you'll see staff carrying utensils or food on various parts of the kitchen. So for their safety and yours, please be mindful of where you are and kindly move if you're asked to. This tour is often very noisy since you're walking through an active galley, so if you have hearing issues, you may want to stay towards the front of the group, closest towards your guide. Typically, you'll meet your guides in the main dining room, who will then show you the various entrances to the galley. There are usually head chefs, or sous chefs. Once they're finished explaining some of the basics of the galley and going over safety procedures, you'll then be taken to one of the entrances of the galley itself. On the Celebrity Summit, we found out that all 5 specialty dining restaurants share one galley that runs the entire length of the ship. Your first stop will usually be the assembly line for all the dishes. Usually you will see them preparing the appetizers or the main courses for the first seating that night. It's very fast-paced, since they have a very limited amount of time to be able to prepare the meals for thousands of passengers and crew. Next, you may see the machines that they use to portion and prepare the meals. These are the most interesting one that I've ever seen is how they prepare the pasta. After they cook the noodles, they are often put through a strainer that hangs on the ceiling, making it look kind of like a curtain while they're being strained. You'll also get to see the bakery that is used throughout the ship. If you get to see this, you'll often see how the bread is kneaded or how the batter for the cake and the various pies are made. For those with allergies, you'll also often see how those specific dishes are prepared. After you've had your fill of baked goods, you may get to see where they store the ingredients. Each line does this a little bit differently, but many times you'll find food sorted by item to avoid cross-contamination. Every once in a while, they'll have what they call the discharge day, where they take all the waste from the passengers and mix it before discharging it out to the sea for the wildlife to feast on. Many times you'll be able to see flying fish or dolphins following the ship on discharge day. After the tour is done, you'll be taken back to the main dining room where you can ask your guide any remaining questions you may have. This can be anything from how they got started in the business to their favorite food recommendations. So, my seasoned cruisers, have you ever taken a tour of the galley? What were your thoughts? We would love to hear them below. And as always, bon voyage!